There's a window that decides whether you yell or stay calm, and most of us don't even know it's there. It just feels like the anger happens instantly, like 1 second you're fine and the next second you're someone you don't recognize. In this video, I'll show you where that window actually is and the tiny shift that can change what happens next. I'm Margot, psychologist, parent coach, and an ADHD mom who raised 3 kids, one with ADHD, and I've spent 25 years helping ADHD families build systems and strategies that work. So let me show you what this actually looks like. It's after dinner. Your child has homework. You've asked them calmly to sit down and start, but nothing happens. You ask again, maybe a little bit more firmly. They whine, or they just say in a minute, or they just don't move. And something shifts in your body. You feel it, this tightness, this heat, this urgency that comes up fast. Your voice gets louder, your words get sharper, and suddenly you're saying something you didn't plan to say and a tone you didn't plan to use. And then it's over, and you're standing there thinking, where did that come from? I've been there, not as a hypothetical, as a real mom, standing in my own kitchen, hearing my own voice come out louder than I wanted it to, and watching my own child's face just crumple. And afterwards, sitting with that horrible feeling of, I was trying so hard and I still lost it. If that's where you are, this is not a discipline or a patience problem. This is a nervous system response, and that changes everything about how you work with it. So here's what's going on in those moments, because it's happening way faster than you realize. When your child doesn't respond, when they push back or ignore you or whine, your brain interprets that instantly, not in words and feelings. Something like, this isn't supposed to happen like this. This isn't working. I'm losing control. It needs to stop right now. Recognize that? And your body follows that interpretation almost immediately. Tension, heat, urgency, that feeling like everything is speeding up. And here's the part that's really important. You're not choosing the reaction, you're catching up to it. By the time you hear your own voice, your nervous system is already 3 steps ahead of you. It already decided this was a threat. It already activated, and now you're just along for the ride. But here's what I want you to see, because this is the piece that changes things. There's a moment between the trigger and the reaction. It's tiny, maybe 5 to 10 seconds, and it's right there, right after they don't respond and right before you escalate. Most of us blow right past it. It doesn't feel like a window. It feels like nothing, like the reaction is already happening. But it's there, and once you start to see it, you can use it. So here's what catching it actually looks like. And I want to be really specific, because just stay calm is not helpful. Right when they don't respond and you feel that first surge in your body, that's your cue. Before you say the next thing, do one physical thing. I want you to take 1 breath in and an even longer breath out. That's it. Literally make your exhale audible and make it longer than your inhale. A big, slow breath out. That one move interrupts the pattern. A long exhale is one of the fastest ways to activate the part of your nervous system that sends you signals to calm down. It sends a signal that says, we're not in danger. And it buys you about 1 second. And in that 1 second, soften your next move. Don't get louder, get closer. Don't use more words, use less words. Walk over to them, get down on their level and say something quiet. Hey, homework. Let's start the first one together. And that is really important. Notice what you're doing there. You're not just giving an order, you're offering support, and that's the important difference. You're not fixing everything, you don't need to. You're just changing what happens in the next 10 seconds. And no, you won't catch it every time. I don't catch it every time. Sometimes I missed it completely. My kids weren't starting something. I asked twice, and before I even realized what was happening, my voice was already up and my whole body was tight. You catch it about 30 seconds too late. And you know what I did? Well, sometimes after my own shame spiral, I said, hey, I'm sorry. That came out bigger than I meant it to. Let me try that again. That's not failure, that's the skill. Because catching it isn't about being perfect. It's about catching it a little earlier than you did the last time. And when you miss it, repairing it as soon as you can. That's what keeps the moment from turning into the spiral. You're not a mom who can't stay calm. You're a mom whose nervous system is getting pushed past its limit in real time, usually after a full day of being pushed. And when you start seeing it that way, when you stop asking, why can't I just be more patient, and start asking, where is my window, something shifts. Not perfectly, but noticeably. You start to feel it earlier. You start to catch the surge before it catches you. And those moments that used to spiral, they start getting a little less often, less intense, a little easier to come back from. That's not you becoming a different person. That's you working with your nervous system instead of against it. And if this is where you are right now, feeling like you're always right on the edge, reacting faster than you want to, I have other videos that go deeper on exactly this. Click here to keep watching.